Hello YouTube and welcome to another Beginner's Guide to Pokemon Go in 2018 video. I am Poketrainer Weefs, and today I will be bringing you a video about items, specifically items we feed to Pokemon. When you spin the photo disc on a Pokestop or a Pokegym, you will get loads of different items. You'll get Pokeballs, you'll get potions, you'll get revives, and you will get berries. Now there are 4 different types of berry you can get. 3 of them come from Pokestops, 1 you have to get in raids. So the ones you can get from Pokestops are Raspberries, Nanab berries, and Pineapples. Berries are all used in the catch screen, so when you're trying to catch a Pokemon, if you press the button in the bottom left, the menu opens up and you get a little list of all the berries you have. Pick a berry, it'll go to the middle of the screen, touch it, and it will be fed to the Pokemon. The thing is though, each berry only lasts for the duration of 1 catch attempt. So you throw your ball, if you miss, the berry stays with the Pokemon. If you hit the Pokemon, then your Pokemon will go into the ball, and if you're lucky it'll get caught, if not, it'll do its annoying little shake thing, it'll break out, and then you have the chance to feed a different berry. Or the same berry, whatever you prefer. You can see all the berries you have by going to the item section of your menu and then scrolling down to see the berries. We'll start with Nanabs first. Those are the pink ones that look like bananas. And what Nanabs do is calm your Pokemon down. So, you know how when you're sitting there waiting for the Pokemon, sometimes it'll randomly attack, or it'll float up and down, or it'll jump, and often you can't actually hit it to catch when it's flying up in the air? Nanabs will stop that. But you need to remember that the Nanab will basically freeze the Pokemon exactly where it was when you fed. So if you have trouble catching a Pokemon when it's on the ground, wait for it to fly in the air, then feed it the Nanab. Equally, if you have trouble catching it when it's in the air, depending on your throwing style, wait for it to go on the ground, then feed it. Be particularly careful with flying Pokemon because sometimes, you know, they will do that annoying figure 8 thing. If you feed it at the wrong time, you'll wind up with the Pokemon stuck either way on one side of the screen or way on the other. And if you're trying to throw curveballs, which you should be because they pretty much double your rate of catching, then it'll make it a lot harder for you to try and hit them. That said, most Pokemon don't really jump around that often. So most of the time, you'll find yourself either throwing away Nanabs, or you can go to a gym and feed them to a Pokemon on your team for 20 Stardust per berry. The big yellow berry is called a Pineapple. Now this one is my favorite because this one doubles the amount of candy that you get per Pokemon. So if you're catching something where you've got a really good Pokemon, you want to feed it loads of candy, definitely use a Pineapple. On a normal Pokemon with a normal throw, you get 3 candy. If you use a Pineapple, you get 6 candy. But if you get an evolved Pokemon, you can normally get 5 candy, so a Pineapple means 10 candy. Or if it's a 3rd evolution, something like a Pidgeot, then you could even get 20 candy for a single throw. The last common berry is the Raspberry. Now these ones you'll probably churn through quite a lot. These are the pink berries and they will increase your chance of catching on any particular throw. So if you've got something like a Whismur that breaks out quite a lot, feed it a Raspberry and you'll get a little bit of an improvement to catch. Raspberries won't affect the Pokemon's behavior. You'll find it still flies around, it still jumps, it still punches balls away from you. But you do have a greater chance of catching, so you might see the catch ring go from orange to yellow or yellow to green. So definitely worth a go. Golden raspberries are just like normal raspberries, only they're more powerful. So if you feed them to a Pokemon you're trying to catch, you'll see a much bigger shift in the color of the circle. However, golden raspberries can't be taken from Pokestops. You need to either get them in a research mission, or you can get quite a lot of them from raids. Since they are so powerful, you do want to make sure you're putting them to good use, so don't go around feeding them to Pidgeys unless you really have to. Save them for things like legendaries, save them for shinies, or I guess if you're doing something like a Whismur or a Murkrow who just keep breaking out, go for one of them. But the other reason you want to hang on to golden raspberries if you're trying to keep a gym. So maybe you're a couple of days away from getting your golden badge, or maybe there's a good raid coming up, you want to make sure you have control of the gym. If you feed a golden raspberry to the Pokemon in the gym, either through the remote view or by being physically at the gym, rather than a Pokemon's motivation going up a tiny bit, a golden raspberry will take it from very low to full instantly. So yeah, you gotta work harder to get them, but they're pretty good. The final item that's really useful for Pokemon is rare candy. Much like golden raspberries, you can only get these from raids and from doing research. So they're far more rare than the others, but they are very useful. What happens with rare candy is if you feed it to a Pokemon, it turns into the candy for that Pokemon. So when it comes to Pokemon like legendaries, where if you want more candy, you have to pair them up as your buddy and then walk them 20 kilometers for a single candy, it's way easier to get rare candy, feed it to that Pokemon. There you go, you can level up. So the way you feed it is you can either go, again, through your bag, scroll down to rare candy, press the rare candy, and you will get the Pokemon menu. So find your Pokemon, press it, and it gives you a menu to say how many candy you want to feed it. The other way is to go through the Pokemon itself, press the button in the bottom right corner, you'll see an option that says items. Press items, choose the rare candy, give it to your Pokemon, hooray, more candy! The other type of item that you'll commonly get from spinning stops is evolution items. So these are things like Sunstone, King's Rock, Metal Coat, Dragon Scale, and upgrades. Now these evolution items are quite rare drops, so I would suggest holding on to 1 or 2 of them at all times because you never know when you might catch, say, 100 IV Seadra and want to evolve it to a Kingdra. You will need an item to do that. Hope you enjoyed this quick run through of berries and evolution items. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. Tell me what other things you want to see, because I feel like I've gone through most of the basics in this series now. So if you have any questions, let me know. If there is a topic you think maybe I should expand on a bit more, let me know, and I will work on that in my next video. Goodbye!